Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So we're going to go back and have a look at all of my planner weeks from the start of July until the end of December. So let's go ahead and have a look. Okay, so this was the first month that I had my new monthly insert page, which was basically we were adding in the dinner plan for July, so it's in the wrong spot for July only, but it comes back in. It's actually really funny because I've had a bit of a squiz through. I so didn't use these, and I didn't do that on purpose. There's a reason that didn't happen. But anyway, so this was my July monthly setup. I really love this one actually. It was using oxides as per normal, but I used a lot of I used the Mink toner ink and stamped in some snowflakes and foiled them, and they came out really, really pretty. First, what's funny, and what is always funny, is seeing little things that I've written in here. Now you're going to see as we go along here, there are a lot that I didn't write very much in at all, because this year has been a pain in the bum, and yeah, you get the point. Last year was a pain in the bum, you get the point. But a couple of things here make me smile. So this was a blood test we did to find out if I had any issues getting pregnant, because we'd sort of started thinking about it, but we hadn't 100% committed, but we just thought because I'm older and a bit bigger, just to check. So I did a blood test here to check that everything was okay, and you'll see in a minute I had a doctor's appointment. That was when I told him I was pregnant, and it was just really funny. So I had a couple of days off in here. I had a craft date with Sammy from Planners Anonymous. That was fun. I think we did that. I think we did. Have a little pocket there, which obviously didn't get used, but oh well. I still love this. Love this little pop to the side that had the footy games in it. That was really cool. I like that one. And then my little happy mail. This was using, this was using the Oggy Bear ocean box, which I actually really liked. Wow. So you had Lockdown 2.0 announced on the 8th of July. God, that makes me feel a long time. So I had a doctor's appointment on that day, and then all of the footy got cancelled because it was all out of Victoria due to COVID. And then this was the day that I had my positive pregnancy test, was the 12th of July. Oh, that doesn't make you smile. Whoops. And then we had the doctor's appointment on the 13th when he said, hey, there's nothing wrong, you're all good. And I said, yeah, I know I'm good, I'm pregnant. Whoops. And then we had to go back to the doctor, I think it was on the Friday. And that was when he confirmed, yeah, you are. And I was like, yeah, I'll work that out. Gorgeous, gorgeous week. I really like Note to Self, and I've just got my hands on the Note to Self digital kit. And I'm just working out what I want to do with that. So stay tuned for that one. So this was my burgundy week. This was using a Kaiser Craft collection, I think. Whoops, I forgot to write round 8 in there. I think I made this later, and so I sort of forgot to add it in. But anyway. Again, you'll sort of see, some weeks I wrote things in, some weeks I didn't. It just depended on how I went kind of mentally that week. And lockdown was really hard. Anyone that's in Victoria knows exactly what I'm talking about. You sort of, some weeks you felt like you had it and you wrote things down, and other weeks were just, ugh, didn't like it. This was my Christmas in July. Had to have 2 ultrasounds in 2 weeks because they couldn't, I was a bit early on the first one, and they found it, but she wasn't quite as what she needed to be. I really like this one actually for all the pop-ups. The pops, the little things that open kind of made it a bit fun. So that was the whole of July, and then moving on to August, which apparently nothing happened in August. I had lots of birthdays. And this is what I mean with the dinner plans. I had good intentions. They were there, and I was going to write them all out. I even made the little pocket. Do you remember? I made the little pull-out thing. The issue was, especially for most of July and August, everything made me sick. Everything made me sick. I had the worst morning sickness, which wasn't actually just morning sickness. Everything made me sick. And that's sort of what has happened along the way as well, that we pick something for dinner, and then I'd go and look and say, okay, well, this is what we should have for dinner. And I'd go, yeah, no, I don't feel like that. So it kind of became useless to do it. But I like the fact that I've still got them, because I've got them all through 2021 as well. And we will get back on that bandwagon. So this was using oxides and then using some washi tape. I really like that one still. I think that worked out really pretty. This one was using the Carpe Diem Bloom stickers. I have a feeling this was the Monday or the week that I took off, so I don't think you guys saw this one on camera. Did I do that? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember making this for you guys, but then it had the Chasing Planner piece washi on the top. This was using the Ladybug collection from Lime and Mortar. Oh, so cute. So cute. Oh, I love this one. Woodland Wonders was one of my favourites, and I love the way that sort of all came together. And again, a lot of this looks like it hasn't been used. I swear I did. It just doesn't look like it. And you got a little pop-up under there. Oh, I might have to go back and do things in them just to sort of make it look like they got used. This was September. Again, being very, very plain. So there we go. I used it in September. It just didn't continue on. And then I just chucked in my spring bucket list, which we definitely didn't fly a kite, which was kind of hard because obviously lockdown. Didn't do very much of that. I might need to take that out and use it another month. This was my, I don't remember what I called it, but the watercolor wash week I did. I really like this one actually. Oh yes, that was our first midwife appointment, the day that the Lawn Fawn release started. Whoops. And then you had the Celebrate kit. Now I also have an idea. I might use the Celebrate kit to do a 2021 memory decks card. I'm thinking I might do that for Wednesday. So you might see this collection pop up again. Because it's too pretty not to use again. I just don't want to use it again in my planner. Oh, my peacock one. And the day that I found out it was a girl. Oh, that was exciting. That was exciting. It was exciting yet disappointing, but not disappointing. Does that make sense? No, it probably doesn't. I wasn't disappointed. I just really wanted a boy, and as soon as it just took me a minute to get my head around it, but I got there. And now I'm reasonably happy with having a girl. Thank you, Ryan. This was using the old kikki.k collection. I still don't know what it's called. But I think I still think it turned out really pretty. I like that one. My October where I missed a bit, and you'll see a couple along the way here where I've missed masking off a little bit, but I love that colour. That came from the colour catalogue. I just picked out a theme and went with that. Yeah, got slack with October. My beach week, love that one. Actually really love that one. I think that might be one of my favourites for the whole year. I love the water at the top. Using my Chasing Planner piece. I think this was the Spring Creatures. I think that was the collection, and I really love that tape. It's really pretty. I'm glad I've got plenty more. Sunday Roast. I really like that one. I did have a shopping list in here. I just added another one in here. See, I really think I just should have kept writing in footing the whole way through. It would have been a lot easier. Not my favourite week for the year, but it goes close. It goes really close because I think it was so different. It was so something I hadn't done before. But I really, really loved the way this one came out. In fact, I loved it so much I don't think I used it because I didn't want to write things on it because it was so pretty. And thankfully Richmond won, so that made me even happier. This one's one of my favourites. It was using the Luscious Labels Painted Protea kit. Perfect one because it was the first week that I was back at work 5 days a week, and it was also the first time I think I'd worked Monday to Friday because I didn't need to work the weekend, so it was a bit of a weird week. So it was nice to have a really bright, colourful, comfy week. As you can see, I didn't do a lot of memory keeping, but I like the fact that I still got those pages. We have November, so we've got Melbourne Cup Day, Wedding Anniversary, Pageant Day, Maternity Appointments. That was the first time I think I used Maternity Appointments in that box. Oh no, I didn't. I used it in October. And I like having them at the front because I just add them in. See, I did use it for a day in November. It was okay. Whoops. This was So Crafty. Another ultrasound. Why did I have an ultrasound on a Monday? That's not normal. Anyway, again, didn't write too much in there. It's the downside of all of this was that you really I didn't want to write things in my planner because I hate having cancelled stickers. They bug me. They're really cute and they're fun to play with, but I don't like putting things in my planner and then having to either wipe them out or put stickers over the top of them. So I tended to kind of wait until things were really, really happening, and then I would put them in, but they sort of either never did or it wasn't worth it. So I had doctor's appointment, had another ultrasound, 2-year wedding anniversary, and we had dinner. That was a very dramatic day, but we got there. This is using the kikki.k slow. I love this collection. I really did. Apparently I had no happy mail that week. Don't believe that. Oh, this was Dazzle's washi tape. Blood test, don't eat breakfast. Yeah, because I kept forgetting. Every time I did my blood tests, I kept having breakfast first. And I was like, oh yeah, whoops, I got to do that. Love the way this one came out with the little llamas from Hop to It. They were beautiful. And then we have December, where I screwed up again with my masking, but it's okay. God, we were busy in December, weren't we? Look at that. Tried to use, I got the Versamark, sorry. The Versamarker embossing pen, and I tried to do December and I forgot that I hated my handwriting, so that kind of didn't work, but anyway. And then we have all my Christmas week. So we've got the gorgeous Nutcracker collection from Chasing Planner Piece. Love that one. I'm not a big fan of the way that one, the flipper came up, but I'm a fan of how the week came up. We had the kikki.k with the little things all hidden under there. The only thing was it got a bit inky. I don't quite know how it got inky, but it did. I really like using the embossing powder on the days though. That turned out really pretty. You guys already know how much I love the next 2 weeks. They were 2 of my favourite weeks I did for the whole year. So the first one's using the Merry and Bright from Planners Anonymous. That poinsettia is still gorgeous. And it still makes me so happy that I have this collection in digital, and so I can just go back and make another one if I want to. So good. And then the Lawn Fawn, which this one I did use. I wrote out a lot of stuff because this was my first week of holidays. Yes, last week of holidays. First week of holidays. So I actually had a lot to do and I remembered to write it in. This was the first week I felt like I got life under control again. And you wait till you see next year, guys, this year, guys. I'm going to do much better, I promise. And then the last one we had there was the kikki.k blush Christmas one. I do have, and I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't been using my pregnancy planner the way I thought I would. The weekly thing got too much, and that had a little bit to do with lockdown and a little bit to do with me being lazy. But I do have the rest of the pregnancy planner, so I just took out the weeks. They're just not in my actual planner. Did I stick those together? Am I that silly? I must have. Righto. I did starting too, so like I had an aversion to mince and a craving for ham, but I just couldn't keep it up. It just became too much. So I took out, and I'll show you really quickly. So I took out all the week by weeks and the calendars and stuff, and all I kept in the back was just the stuff like to get ready. So the reason the boy and the girl names aren't there is because we've actually already got names sorted, so we didn't need to worry about that, and we'd already bought the stroller or the pram, but we had the things to buy. Actually, I need to go through and tick these off again because I have done a bunch. I want to put some pictures of the nursery in there because it's all done. I wasn't good with the appointments, but I do want to do the birth story and stuff when the arrival happens. So that's why they're staying in there. But I like that it's not quite so chunky anymore. But there we go, that's going back and having a look from July to December in my planner. I'm kind of considering putting December back in mine because I feel like I just didn't leave it in there long enough, but then I don't really need it, so it's sort of a tossing up. I am going to try and get back on the bandwagon with the meal planning. I admit it was because I just keep changing my mind so often, and like I said, I don't like writing things down and then having to change them. But I will try and get back on that bandwagon, and I will try and do a bit more memory keeping as the year goes on. 2020 was an anomaly, I hope. And I'm hoping that I can get back to normal at some point during this year. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy this little walk down memory lane. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did, and be subscribed to my channel. Every single one of these, I think, except maybe one, has a corresponding video, so just go and check out the weekly decoration playlist and you'll find them all there. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss them when they go up live. They always go up on a Sunday afternoon, so very easy to find when weekly decos go up. Hope you guys have an absolutely awesome week, and I will catch you in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!